coming live to you guys from my living room. This is the first Brock 2020-2021 Improv workshop. So I'm Jade and I'll be leading your workshop today. I'm the VP internal at Brock, and I'm in my second year at Brock in their concurrent education program with my teachables in dramatic arts and geography. So I'm gonna bring us back to like some beginning of improv. It's been a while. We're all a little probably rusty at it. What even is improv? I don't even know. And I've actually been thinking about that a lot recently of like, what does improv mean to me? And it's like really cool, especially talking to my other friends who like improv, like what is improv to them? What do they like about it? Why do they do it? And like, I want you guys just to think about that yourself, whether that's like right now during the workshop or like throughout the week. If you'd like what does improv mean to you? Why do you do it? Do you do it because you love laughing and that's your time of the week to come out and play and have fun with people? Do you do it because you love acting and you love like the seriousness of it? Or do you do it because you like to make people laugh? Or do you do it because you like to be the person who's made laughed? Like you like laughing at the scenes that happen. Improv is built for so many different people in different ways and different ways of doing it. So I want you to just like think about it. Like, what is improv to you? And you know what? It doesn't have to be much to you. Like right now, if it's like this is the first time I'm doing improv, I'm just trying to get the feel of it. Then you'll kind of figure it out as we go along this year or in your future years of doing some improv. But today, I want to specifically talk about like some of the basics. And a lot of the time I find, oh, it's the basics, we don't have to go back to it. This might be your like fourth time having one about the beginning of improv, or it might be your first. And I think every time you do a workshop, even though if it may be the same one as you've done before, there's always something else you can take out of it. Because you'll be focusing on something different, and then you can find yourself, oh, I actually found myself really looking at this time more than I did this. Like this time we'll be talking a lot about yes and having this be a safe space. And you might be picking up on different ways and different things that may be different from the last person. Because I've definitely not taught a workshop like this before, so it's my first time. And if you had one before, then they're going to be totally different. Right? And that also has to do with the idea of improv's different to everybody. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about improv, whether you want to like message me or message the Brock Facebook or yeah. I want to start us off today by talking about how Brock Improv this year wants this to be a safe space, especially being a super new environment. It's so easy that when you're in a space that you don't feel comfortable with or you feel judged to not participate. And that's something where, especially with improv, it's really needed to be in that safe space. So we know there's not rules in improv and whatever, but if you guys go to our Discord page, we have a couple of different things that are like rules that we put on there. Let me just go through them right now. They're on the Discord. Okay, I set myself up. Sorry, it's a bit darker. I just had to change my screen from on Discord. So I'll read them over with you guys right now. Rules number 1, please make your nickname in this server your first name so we know who you are. Super helpful, especially if you're first starting in the group. So it's like, oh, the person with the gray background. It's like, if you have your nickname as your name, it just really helps with communicating that way. Be courteous to other members of the server. Be courteous of each other. Do not harass other members publicly or in DMs. Especially with improv, it's super makes you vulnerable sometimes. So yeah, we don't want to have anybody being harassed within the group or privately. Subject matter wise, be sensitive to other people's comfort zones, respect others' boundaries. A lot of the time, in scenes, it's going to be different this year, but it's the idea of consent and scenes and like touching, but also within scenes with subject matter, we try to keep it so everyone will be comfortable in the space that they'll be performing in. 5, no spamming voice channels or text channels. Go to your best friends group chats, go a little crazy there. But for the improv server, we'd love it for you guys to keep it improv so we can have those like improv conversations. Because we're nerds like that. Trolling is not allowed in any form. Don't troll, don't do it. Any kind of glitching, hacking, or attempting to gain control of the server will result in an instant ban. The Brock Improv team has worked really hard this year with creating this server for you guys, having the videos and everything. So we'd love it for you guys. Like we'll take control of that, and you guys can just like sit and enjoy it. That'd be awesome. And if like you wanted to do exec or anything another year, then feel free. Then you can be behind the scenes in that way. So just like those set of rules, it's nothing to hold you guys back. If anything, those are set in place for you guys to thrive as a team together, because especially with improv, we really focus on team and teamwork, and with having that, that's when you get a safe space. So I really hope this year we can make this a safe space with each other, and those rules and things like that are really a step towards the right direction. So next I have a little interactive part. It's like a little activity kind of thing. I'm gonna tell a story with you guys, and all I need you to say is yes. All you gotta do. You know what, doesn't matter where you are. Like, let's say you're like in public right now, you're in your living room, you're by yourself, doesn't matter. You can either say yes out loud, you can say it in your head, or you can just like, yeah, Jade, you really don't know what I'm doing right now because you're online, so screw you. It's really up to you. But I love it for you guys to participate with me. Cool. So we'll get started. Are we gonna tell a story today? This is the part where you like say yes, whether that's in your head or whatever. You killing it. Is this story going to be about a dragon? Is this story also going to involve a knight? Is this story going to have a knight slaying a dragon to save a princess? Are this princess and the knight going to live happily ever after together? Oh my goodness. You guys, such a great story you just told me. So, I want us to tell a story one more time, since we were like so good at it the first time. And, but this time I want you guys to say no instead, okay? Okay, let's get into it. Okay, do you guys want to tell a story with me today? No. Okay, I'll just stop telling my story then. Thanks guys for participating in that little activity I just had. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to show you guys the power of yes. Something very big in improv that you can, like if you look up improv or like pictures of improv, you see a lot of things that say yes and. Improv's all about that, because as you could see, a bunch of yeses led us to somewhere. And by just saying yes, the story's continuing. But as soon as we started telling a story and we started with no, it stopped right in that minute. So there was nothing else or nowhere else we could go because it was stopped. We can kind of look at it as it like building blocks. I look at it. If you're in a scene with somebody else, they have a brick, they're going to bring it. Then you're like, yes, you're going to bring your brick, and you're going to bring it, you're going to bring it, you're going to bring it. So you're each going to add your bricks, and you're going to make a castle together. But what even more about that is being like, yes, I accept your idea, and I'm going to add something onto it, which is where a lot of improvisers get the yes and from. So yes, here's my brick, here's mine, and I'm going to bring some more. So an example of this would be like, let's say I'm in a scene and someone is like, I can't wait to go skiing today. And then the other person in the scene says, yeah, I'm so excited to go skiing too. And I brought soap so we'd go even faster. Just in that moment, you accepted their offer, and you added something else with it, which is like it makes the scene so much better, and you're heightening it, and that's when you add your bricks. Something where it kind of gets confusing is when questions are asked. So a lot of the times, like I've done it myself, you panic in a scene and you kind of ask your partner a question like what are we doing today? And what we don't realize from that is when we ask a question like that, you're making your partner do all the heavy lifting of improvising. So that's like you telling them, can you pick up that brick for me and put it on the castle we're building together though. So and a lot of the times questions are great, but then sometimes when you ask specific questions that makes your partner do all the lifting, that's when it doesn't become something as much so as like helping, but it doesn't, which is kind of a block. And blocking is also when you say no, like before. So like a term we'd use in improv is blocking. And then we could also say that with the questions, it's kind of a block as well. And I know a lot of the time we're in a scene and you're like I really am here to support my partner, but I don't know what to say or what to do next. Something I want to introduce to you guys, some of you may have heard of it before, is a platform. And a platform should be introduced at the beginning of a scene within the first couple sentences. And what a platform is setting, action, and character. So setting, where are you guys in your scene? Action, what are you doing? And character can also do with a bit of relationship, is who are you? So if you're in a scene and you're questioning and asking yourself, I don't know what to do next, you can also think of like a platform, be like, do we know where we are? And if you do, be a bit more specific. Action, what are we doing? You know what, maybe you might be doing something, do that task even harder. And then also setting action, character, then speak more about your character, maybe how you feel about each other. Something like that. So I don't know if that'll help a little. So like this would be the part of the workshop where I get you guys up and I get you to do some stuff around with me. But I just want to go over a bit of what we talked about today. First, what does improv mean to you? I really want you guys to think about that. Like, why do you come every week? Why do you do improv? What are the things you like doing in improv? What makes you laugh in improv, all those different kinds of things. Also, we talked about making this place a safe place. The Discord has the rules I read out to you guys, but even if you want to become more familiar with our Discord page, you can check them out there. They're on like the left hand side panel. It says like #rules, and then like #general is like I talked about also our chat and how we can like chit chat about some improv stuff. Go to our #general site where you can like send some messages in there. We usually send messages. Also come on Tuesday, come next Tuesday to our improv night and we'll talk about some more improv and play some new games, some fun games that are online friendly. We also talked about, I told you guys the story about yes and the power that yes can have in a scene and how no can be a block, and same with questions. And we also talked a bit about platform, which is like the three things, just setting, action, character, and how that can be a basis to set off a scene. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys coming out this week, listening to my workshop, and there's definitely more to come, so keep tuned for upcoming workshops. We love to hear your feedback. You can put that in the Discord server if you'd like, or on our Facebook group. But until next time, see you guys. Hopefully see you on an improv week.